students, welcome to the lecture on concept and scope of home science, and after this lecture we will be able to learn the following objectives: home science and its importance, aim of home science extension and career options in home science. Let us start with what is home science. Home refers to the place where family lives. Science refers to the knowledge based to facts, principles and law. In easier terms, home science prepares men and women to make best use of resources available to make their lives easy, to look after their home and also make a career in life. Home science is an art and science of daily living. It deals with cooking, needlework, laundry, decoration, etc., but in scientific form. It helps a future citizen by giving them knowledge not just about how to cook but also about its nutrients, balanced meals, not just stitching but also textile, properties of fabric, etc. This is a unique subject because it deals with family, promotes self-employment and resource mobilization and utilization. Home science gives knowledge which helps an individual to be successful. It develops skill for efficient performance of daily duties. Skill is applying theory-based knowledge into daily life. It helps in making optimal use of available resources and thus improves environment, health, growth and development. It strengthens home and family life. Home science also prepares one for a variety of jobs. This helps in raising the living standard of family by economic development. It helps in self-employment too. There are various ways in which home science helps us in daily routine. I would just brief you about them. Teaches about household problems and ways to deal with them. Teaches household jobs in systematic and scientific manner. Teaches home science students ways to select garments which require less maintenance and thus less time spent on washing. It teaches physical, mental, social and social development of a child, also helps students to control emotions and adjust well in society. Teaches rights and duties as a consumer. Helps women to manage her skill, time and interest efficiently to manage both housework and outdoors. You can now watch this short video on how to remove chemicals and pesticides from your fruits and vegetables that you can eat at home. This is basic home science.
I just got back from the store and I got a whole bunch of fruit and vegetables. So I'm going to get them for you. We have carrots and potatoes, little yellow squash and tomatoes, and you'll notice all these are very round. Now we have bigger potatoes, and notice how colorful and pretty these are. And we've got cherries, and then I've got a mess of stuff right here. So I've got just all kinds of fruits and vegetables. And something I want to point out is we're going to even wash oranges with rinds, and you think, why would I wash an orange or a lemon? Because there's all kinds of pesticides, and there could be E. coli on here, there could be wax because they like to make these shiny. So if you cut through this and you haven't washed it, you're going to slice all those icky things right into your fruit. So we're going to wash everything. So let's get started. Farmers put pesticides and herbicides and fungicides on these fruits and vegetables so that they'll last for 5 rainfalls. So they're formulated to last that long so that they stay on there during the growing season. And the way they do that is they put it in an oil emulsion. So when we buy these and eat these, we don't want to eat that. So that is what I'm going to show how to get rid of, besides all those icky viruses. Let's start washing everything. What we'll need is a big bowl that we're going to put water and a little bit of soap in, and then a colander to rinse everything off with. I'm going to fill this bowl with cold water so that I keep everything fresh. And I'm also going to put 2 drops of Dawn in. Now, the reason you want to use Dawn is because it's the most practical. During the Exxon Valdez oil spill, they discovered when they were washing oil off birds that this was the best one to use. So that's what we're going to use. So I'm just going to put 2 drops in. 1, 2. And some cold water until it gets sudsy. So I'm just going to let this get really full and see how there's suds here. That's what you want to see. And then I'm going to start putting some food in there. So we're going to start with some cherries and some of these little yellow squashes. And that's about as full as I want. And then I'm going to put some potatoes. And you see, you can just put everything in together and just mix it up just quickly, like that. Now that we have everything in soap and water, which is the big rinse, we're going to rinse it off and put it in the colander. So what I like to do is just rinse everything off. Actually, this is the big rinse. That was the big wash. And I just put it in the colander where I'm going to rinse it again. So it's really super easy. Get a few more of these. And it looks really pretty too. Okay. And now I can just rinse this off. This is the final rinse. And now there's going to be no pesticides, no chemicals, no germs, no E. coli, no salmonella, no viruses. You could eat this just as is. This is clean. I'm going to eat it. The way the soap and water removes all the germs and chemicals and wax and oils is that it emulsifies all of them on the fruit and vegetables, and then it just floats away. So it removes it, takes it completely away, and you have nothing to worry about. All these have rinds. We're going to wash them because remember, if you cut into this and you haven't washed it, all those little germs and chemicals are going to go right onto the food. So these are just going to go right in. I'm just going to mix them up. And then I'm just going to rinse them and put them in the colander. And this may seem like more work than just eating it, but how much work is your health worth? And now I'm going to just rinse them off. And that didn't take very long. And now I just reduced my chances of cancer and being sick. And that's worth it to me.
What is home science extension? We briefed you about it earlier. Now you will learn a detailed philosophy of this program. When a person solves his problems, he learns and improves in the process. This program aims at developing skills and abilities, provides knowledge about needs of people, and helps them become successful. Let us study the objective of home science extension. Development of individuals in home, effective use of resources in solving day-to-day problems, strengthened government and non-government agencies through imparting knowledge leading to high social and nutritional standards, empowerment of women and improving status by developing vocational and functional skills, national and community development, increasing literacy levels and standard of living. Home science extension is characterized by the following points: multidisciplinary approach. It derives its body of knowledge from all sciences: physics, chemistry, nutrition, child development, psychology, sociology, etc. It's action-oriented. It aims at action and results by imparting relevant skills, empowers women and youth, work independently with better status, thus improving economic status, intangible results. Change in knowledge and attitude is a slow process, thus cannot be measured. A two-way process bridges the gap between researchers and beneficiaries. Needs of people are conveyed to specialists and the new technology is transferred to target groups. Need-based program. It works on short-term or long-term needs of the people only. Family-oriented aims at overall development of every individual of the family. Voluntary, people realize the need of this program but may not participate. Now let's watch this video on why voluntary work and working for society are so important.
Mainly to those people that will receive the service provided by the volunteers. As long as people are working together, there's always sharing of information, knowledge, and skill. So we believe that your participation in the program will not only improve one person's life, but those people may be after him as well.
The term social means related with human beings. Extension education tries to develop the behavior, group and interrelationship. Culture means socially standardized way of feeling, thinking and acting as a member of the society. Extension education helps in bringing cultural development. Formal education is general education imparted through institution. It is chronologically graded from primary to higher education. Non-formal education helps to impart knowledge to those who cannot avail benefits of formal education. It is referred to as adult education or extensive education. It tries to bring changes in human behavior. Let us study how. It does so by changing knowledge and skills, attitude and practice. Objectives of this system of education are: its main objective is to develop people, provide knowledge to make work efficient and easier, provide better opportunities for interaction, improve standard of living by developing skills and talent, promote social, cultural, recreational, intellectual and spiritual aspect of people. Home science is a dynamic and ever-growing subject having maximum practical application throughout our life. Home science goes far beyond home and prepares students for a number of professions. It also makes its students competent in terms of personal and professional life. Let's study the vocational area and number of jobs for a home science student. Catering. It fulfills need of the society by arrangement at parties and for workers in factories. For jobs, it offers managers or service staffs at hotels, restaurant and tea shops. However, it allows the student to open his or her own cafeteria or catering service, food preservation, bakery and confectionery. For someone looking for a job in this area can become in charge of production, quality or instructor at community canning center. Besides this, home-based production unit or bakery can be an option. Interior decoration. It studies managing home economically and efficiently, covering interior designing also. The student can opt for interior or furniture designer in a firm or independently. Textile, garment designing and making. It implies weaving, dyeing, printing of fabrics. It offers job opportunities as manager, production assistant, pattern maker or designer. Also boutique. Hobby class or production unit of own can be started. Arts and crafts. It offers a student to join a showroom or antique shop as staff or designer. Own craft center or hobby classes can be started. Play school or academics. It offers teaching opportunities in home science to school students. Also childhood care centers like daycare centers and crèches can be opened to help women who are working outside the home. Housekeeping. It has huge job scopes in hotel and guest houses as room attendants and supervisors. Also, the person can open his own guest house or a laundry shop. Social welfare and community programs. It offers a wage employment in government and voluntary organization as workers, counselors, investigator, etc. A professional home scientist requires knowledge from all fields. This is interdisciplinary approach of home science. The philosophy has also changed to prepare individuals for professional roles rather than just homemaking. This gives a new dimension to interdisciplinary approach of home science. Let us study some example. Lifespan development connects with social work, family welfare, adult education, nutrition, and child psychology. Physiology collaborates with physicians and specialists in various fields like skin, orthopedics, neurology, etc. Food, nutrition, and health require knowledge of biochemistry, microbiology. Home management is concerned with housing, designing, furnishing, soil, etc. Home management is concerned with housing, designing, furnishing, soil, etc. Fundamentals of textile and clothing connect with textile chemistry, garment production, chemical dyes, and weaving. Communication skills have interdisciplinary connection with media, advertising, extension, and information dissemination. Now, in the end, let us summarize what we have learned in this lecture. Home science prepares men and women to make a best use of resources available to make their lives easy, to look after their home and also make a career in life. Home has importance for individuals, importance for home and family, importance for economic stability, importance in day-to-day life. Characteristic of HSE: multidisciplinary approach, action-oriented, empowers women and youth, intangible result, two-way process, need-based program, family-oriented, voluntary. Objectives of extension education are: its main objective is to develop people, provide knowledge to make work efficient and easier, provide better opportunities for interaction, improve standard of living by developing skills and talent, promote social, cultural, recreational, intellectual, and spiritual aspect of people. Home science goes beyond home to a number of professions: catering, food preservation, bakery and confectionery, interior decoration, textile garment designing and making, art and craft, academics, housekeeping, social welfare, and community programs.